One of the key concepts that is listed in the holy text, in our holy book, is the idea of the life hereafter, or the afterlife. And let me just talk about that concept. Now, many of you, and myself also, I used to think, that idea, it's very far off into the future. It will probably not hit me in my lifetime, And so we are a little bit blasé or complacent about the idea. But let me share some information with you that will make you sit up maybe and pay attention. You know that when you die, then all time in the grave is not perceivable by you. You have no perception of any time that passes when you are dead, because the body can only sense time through the faculties of through our senses. And if there's no brain function and there's no senses in operation, then time is not perceived. And so in fact that is borne out in the Quran, where the Quran speaks about the man, the traveler who spent time in the city and died for 100 years. And when you awoke after 100 years or more than 100 years, then the question was asked to him, how long did you spend here? And he said maybe a day, maybe a day and a half. And the truth was told to him. He was shown proof that no, you were actually dead or in a coma or in a state of sleep for 100 years. And he couldn't believe it, because he thought it was just a day. So now the concerning thing I want to mention to you is that when we die, whether it is at the age of 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever, at the end of your life, you will only spend another day or a day and a half before you experience the great calamitous event which the holy text refers to as the Yawmul Qiyamah, Yawmuddin. Yawmul Qiyamah means the day of resurrection. Yawmuddin means the day of judgment. So it will only be a day or a day and a half after you have left this life that you will experience that. And so isn't that of more concern? That means at the end of your life, very soon after the end of your natural life, the end of time, the great resurrection, the great judgment will take place. Not in 1,000,000 years, not in 6 billion years when the earth is. You see, so the Quran speaks about that, and the Quran says it is very soon. It's not something that you have to be complacent about, that is long off still. It is just there. At the end of your natural life, there comes the judgment. A day or so later you experience that. And so, but that should give us a great, for the criminal, or for the one embroiled and obsessed with this life. He is like this a caterpillar. The caterpillar who basically exists just to eat and to fill himself up and to just move in one dimension. And that caterpillar, he doesn't realize that caterpillar, is actually meant for a higher purpose. That caterpillar will enter the cocoon, which is like the grave, and it will spend not even a day and a half in that grave in their perception, whereafter it will emerge as an amazing new creature, completely with different powers and different functions, and let free, to fly instead of to crawl on its belly in one direction and in one dimension. That is really what I think we don't realize is the positive side of Qiyamah, is that we are being groomed for a much, much more important existence. And that goes for you whether you're a Muslim or a Christian, whatever. We have to live in this world. We have to live in this world, not with a purpose that is located in this world. We have to live in this world with a purpose that is located in the year after. And how do you achieve that great free existence in the year after? Well, the qualities and the qualifications and the requirements are very easy. They are doable, very doable. The Quran sets it out throughout the Holy Book. It is being kind and being generous to those especially who are less fortunate. It is to be a decent human being to your fellow human beings on this earth. It is to stand up for what is right. It is not to be a blind follower of every evil force that is operating, every powerful oppressor. It is not to believe what the oppressor is telling you and go along with his oppression. It is not to destroy the earth and to act arrogantly and insolently. So those are the requirements of the people who will inherit the year after. It's an easy task, isn't it?